Greetings and salutations. I am the Raven, and this is Trilby's Notes. It's just the season to get a little creepy. So let's do something a little creepy, shall we? For those who have been watching for a while or just been here from the beginning, I started this channel with 5 Dice a Stranger by Yahtzee Croshaw. Here's the direct sequel, the third in the Chzo Mythos. And here's for a little something a little different. Let's play wise. For starters, no crew, just me. Just going to be reading the dialogue, the descriptions, let the game's atmosphere soak through. So, let's delve into Trilby's Notes. No, I don't want a tutorial one, and don't want a commentary, because if you want a commentary, this game's free. You buy it, play it for the commentary yourself. The following documentation is taken over the handwritten notes of Trilby, and STP obviously choose real name, where names classified. Game over. That's what I was thinking when I stood and watched the phone manners collapse into flaming ash. Your deal was over. The 5 days cost us so much. Philip and AJ paid with their lives. They were the fortunate ones. Jim Fowler was expelled from school for truancy. A bright future in tatters. Simone Taylor took to the bottle. Her broadcast became slurred, her eyes hollow and unwelcoming. She soon vanished from television screens. As for me, I tried to return to life as a cat burglar, but I've been forever tainted by my time in that wretched house. The memories of my possession came back to me in my nightmares. Every night I was there again, in the mansion, staring through unfamiliar eyes as Philip died at my hands. I became convinced that John Jafar was not at rest, that someday he would return for me. I became so terrified of invisible enemies that I forgot about the tangible ones. But then he came, the man from the government with his nervous smile offered an alternative. STP, the Special Talent Project. It hadn't been that much earlier. I would have sooner died than entered on an obligation with anyone, least of all the government. Had the phone battle really changed me that much? Whatever my reasons, I left my past behind, resolved to give my new superiors nothing to complain about. I spent a year and a half completing assignments, developing contacts, building a reputation. And then the past caught up. In the summer of 1997, I became concerned about Simone Taylor's mental well-being. The papers were reporting her continual breakdown as she becomes a virtual recluse. I had no idea if my parents would assist or hinder. I had, after all, deliberately allowed her to think me dead. But presumably she knew differently now after the media coverage of my arrest, but I would expect her to be bitter about my suffrage. Subterfuge. Unbound, I decided that a meeting with an old friend would most likely be beneficial. I came to her apartment building on a cold, warm, stormy night and braced myself for the encounter. I knocked softly on Simone's door. Receiving no reply, I knocked again, louder. Still, when I was responsive to the door, I had assumed me Simone was in, so I decided it was time to enter my own methods. For reasons, Simone could have been in trouble, and even as he wasn't then, at worst, I'd just only be playing to my reputation. It's been a few minutes usually poking and picking the lock, then let myself in. Could open the blind. The body on the floor was undoubtedly Simone. I felt for a pulse and my hands came back stained with long-coated blood, clotted blood. My hands traced the outline of a large wound in the torso, slashed by a big weapon and wielded by a big assailant. I called for an ambulance, as futile as it would be, and left before they arrived. Due to me being a clear murder suspect, I was leave from duty for the week it took for the Ministry of Cultism to inspect the flat and confirm supernatural activity. My superiors simultaneously apologised and signed me to investigate if there was a connection to the Thorn Manor incident. Merely reading those 3 words, capitalised in the front of the loose leaf file, brought me the nightmares back, more intensely than ever. Sure enough, a field agent reported that the looters had recovered and sold several artefacts from the museum, from the mansion, including the wooden idol that housed John Defoe's soul. To my surprise, no murders had been reported committed by anyone who had came into contact with that cursed trinket. I did not find this reassuring. I quickly advised James Fowler to go into hiding. He was stunned, but agreed the boy had sense and still respected my judgment. This done, looking in front of the idol's trail from the pawn shop he had entered. The possessing of one professor, a bed, something, authoritarian, a historian. He has scheduled some kind of a antique fair on the Doobly-Doo Hotel on a small island off the coast of Angeles, popular with tourists. He assumed the role of a scholar of antiquities and booked a room. On the 28th of July 1997, I caught the ferry from this place to that place and arrived at around 3 PM at the island's coastal village. It seemed a peaceful hamlet, and in the defiance of stereotype, the locals were welcoming and told me of no local legends to dissuade me from exploring the island. The hotel was in the island centre, surrounded by forests. I made my way there on foot. You're Trilby, right? As I arrived, I was greeted by a balding man in a great anorak. I wondered if I was expected to know who he was. No offense. My name is Lankman. I'm from the Ministry of Occultism. I found the ministry had cleared on the fact I was handing this on his own. Maybe there are still people who don't trust you, Mr. Trilby. What? I've done everything since I joined the STP. You cover passes and what concerns my superiors. It hasn't gone to notice your history with the phone Rafe influencing you psychologically. I am sure you resisted, but it still causes you to rashly disobey orders. Someone just feels a little safe with someone else on the ground. Let's see. You can register and endeavour to maintain absolute professionalism on this assignment. Nevertheless, I have my orders. I would suspect we keep out of usual ways then and pursue separate investigations. I don't want to get mixed up in a reunion. I must disappear around the corner of the building and very much doubted that Lankman and I would become friends. The hotel lobby was a warm welcome. The building was certainly well maintained, and there was something about it that nagged at the back of my head, quickening my pulse. I dismissed a sensation, an act was irrespective I came to regret. Good evening, Terence Wilby. I have a reservation. Ah, yes, you're here for the antique fair. We put you in room 3C on the first floor. You just come if you'd just like to sign the chicken book, please. There, Beverly, and just here to let you know I'm having dinner in my room today. Absolutely fine, Professor. I decided this is what they call a golden opportunity. Professor, yes? I'm afraid you have me at a disadvantage. Terence Wilby, we met at Softly's a few months ago. You don't remember me? No, of course I do. Terence Wilby, how have you been? I'm a student reader, would have guessed that both Terence Wilby and the previous meeting were both utter fiction. I spent some time studying the professor's movements and habits. He was, for all accounts, absent-minded, and that was something I could use. Well, thanks, I was hoping to run into you. I heard interesting things about the items you were showcasing today. You know I do freelance scouting for some wealthy collectors. Yes. Well, a cousin of mine was interested in some relics from the Defoe Manor in Buckinghamshire. He's been on my back for a while about it. Between you and me, she's really obsessed. What remained of the professor's suspicion most of the way from his expression as the opportunity to make money entered the conversation. Well, I'm sure I don't want to damage your professional status. Would you like to go up to my room for drinks? No, I don't want to impose. No imposition at all. Please follow me. You okay, Mr. Wilby? Ah, thank you. Lead the way, Professor. A bed? Who's your friend? Ah, let me introduce you. This is my Professor Siobhan. She accompanies me on most of my expeditions. Siobhan, this is Mr. Wilby, an old acquaintance. He's looking for information on the Defoe Manor artifacts. Oh, really? Him and half the people we meet. What is it about this place? I never underestimate the attraction of a mystery, my dear. Please have a seat, Terry. I'll be right with you. So, interested in ghost stories? The girl struck me with fossil personality. It gave me I gave the matter so far before replying. No, really, I'm just scouting on behalf of clients, like I told the professor. You know, it's strange to see someone as you in the antiques profession. Come to think about it, I thought only old men dressed like that. No offence meant. None taken. Didn't catch your last name. It's O'Malley. Siobhan O'Malley. Could be more to your eyes if I tried, could it? Sorry to keep you waiting, dear boy. Now then, what shall we talk about? Tell me, does he use one of the welding mask and leather apron mean anything to you? No, really? Said it? Never mind. Small African figurine that my client wants me to look into. With some of ours, ugly tribal god. Oh, that old thing. Nevertheless, it's virtually valueless. That's what I said, but my client is very insistent. It's interested in the paranormal, and the idol features some of the more unlikely accounts of the Defoe Manor incident. Well, I don't suppose I should ask questions if the man of yours wants to take it off my hands. I don't have it on me right now. It's being kept in the hotel safe. Perhaps we can work out a deal after the fair. I hadn't intended to displays with the other Defoe artifacts. Yeah, really, I just want to get this mission completed as fast as possible. I didn't want the risk of possible suspicion or give off the wrong impression. That will be fine. So, just asking, what else did you pick out from the mansion? Odds and ends, basically. Some silverware, ceramics, most burnt, and a painting, of course. Painting? Landscape from the wall of the mansion's lounge. No artistic value, but artist features prominently in Defoe's and his colourful history. Matthew Defoe? That's him, yes. Bethany, she runs down to it. She asked if she could display it in the lobby. This is what I called the sick feeling I had felt in the lobby. I'd seen the painting, but I paid little heed. Are you all, Mr. Wilby? You've gone rather pale. What? I'm sorry, I just distracted by my thoughts for a moment. Lost in history, yeah? Something like that. Mr. Wilby? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? You were sitting there and then you went stiff like you saw just seeing a ghost. Can you see it? See what, Mr. Wilby? I'm sorry, I have to go. Something's wrong. Oh well, we won't keep it in. We'll see you later, maybe. My head was spinning and some nausea turned in my gut. The world seemed to be pulsating. The corners of the room wavered with heat haze, like a heat haze. You may say I imagine these things, and I thought that must have been the case. Was I really going out of my mind? Was the hell to really changing into some nightmare's twin? Was I the only one who could see it? If I was hallucinating, it was too complex. The harsh wooden floor beneath my feet felt real enough. The horrendous smell of rotting flesh that reached my nostrils could not be conjured by my imagination. I decided to find John Poe's idol as quick as possible. If not that, then at least the painting the professor had mentioned. I was convinced that there was some connection lay between Defoe Manor and his son Madness.